Hi, I'm Shelby Lynn, and this is my 10 steps to going on a learning journey. Last year, I tried to start taking classes to learn art, to learn drawing, to learn painting, but I felt like I was losing motivation very quickly. I didn't have a clear idea of what I wanted, so I was doing things half-heartedly, or I just didn't know how to do them completely and fully dedicate myself to them. So I created the 10 steps to going on a learning journey, and let me show you what they are. I'm going to show you the organization and how I put the 10 steps for a learning journey together. In order to do that, I have to give you a tour of my desktop. So voila! This is my desktop. I'm going to start and give you just a little bit of a tour before I jump into the 10 steps. I've got my ideas, which I'll have, and they'll flow down into queued. And after queued, they'll go into progress. And in progress is where all of my active programs and folders are. This is the box that I'm actively working from every day. And so it's organized, it's pretty, it's got a little bell. I like it. Next, we're gonna have on the far right of the screen, you're going to have the assignments. So the assignments are what I'm going to be creating from my coursework. That's going to go there. And then I do have my schedule listed up all the way to the right. That's just to help me organize my week, my day, to find times when I'm going to take courses and when I'm going to practice. Events just are triggered down at the bottom. You've got, I just need to know if I have any coming up. It also impedes whether or not I'm going to be working that week. So let's jump right into it. So I'm going to show you the 10 steps. And also give you a demonstration of how my sticky notes work. My keyboard is here. Sticky notes. Will pop up. You'll see it. It's great. So I'll put sticky notes where in every little section of how it's going on. But today we're talking about my 10 steps, the organization that I needed in order to kind of overcome any slump or lack of motivation per se. So I've organized this for myself, and I hope maybe it can help other people as well. Number one is to understand how I learn. I think that's very pivotal to understand and evaluate how you learn so you can know your pros and your cons. What's going to help you learn the best? What in your learning journey is going to hinder you? Like, do you have a short attention span? Do you have a long attention span? Do you like binging content? Do you have problems understanding the material a certain way? You're going to want to be able to evaluate. So that's why I have it as number one, is to understand how you learn. Number two is goals, dedication. I think it's very important to dedicate yourself to an idea that you possibly aspire to. And that's very important to understand because that also leads to motivation. If you have fundamental goals that you want to have cemented in, I think you need to write it down first. That's just my suggestion. Step 3 is time. And not only is time important for evaluating when you're going to learn something and when you're going to practice it, but it's always one of those detrimental things. We've been told, we tell ourselves, external forces, heck, 24 hours in a day tell us that we don't have enough time to get everything that we want done. I was listening to a Gary Vee something or other a couple of years ago, and he's just like, give yourself permission to have as much time as you want. He's like, I'm giving you permission to do this. And it just really changed my paradigm that if I just let the pressure of not having enough time just go and flow out the window, then maybe I'll be able to relax. And that's exactly what happened. Telling myself that I have all the time in the world took all of the pressure off. I've been able to really dedicate my time to things that I want to dedicate my time to, and I feel very fulfilled at the end of the day to actually do that. So I think step 3 is very important if we all just go into La La Land and believe that we have all the time in the world. Step 4 is pressure. Now, understanding and evaluating your pressure, you're going to realize what's blocking you. What are the obstacles keeping you from learning and keeping you from practicing? So it could be innumerable amount of things. It could be internal pressures or external pressures. But I think it's very important for you to understand what's bogging you down, what's creating roadblocks, what's not letting you get over the mountains and the hills. So understanding pressure. Step 5 is the happiness cycle. And it's one of my favorite steps because I think it's very pivotal in understanding what's going to drive you forward. So here's the idea. Life has a lot of obligations and responsibilities. They drain us constantly. If we're not doing things that make us happy, we're not getting an extra source of energy. We are just constantly getting drained. Sleep and coffee is only going to get us so far. We need to be able to have an internal fuel of energy source to be able to uplift our spirits and give ourselves the extra boost to actually fall back in love with life. So the happiness cycle is being able to always choose something that's going to continue to make you happy. So it's a part of the learning journey, because I think as you're learning and as you're practicing, what if something that you're doing does not make you happy? Then you've got to go back to the drawing board. You've got to go back and understand, well, maybe I need to reorganize why I'm on this learning journey so that you can prioritize making you happy, therefore getting your energy. It's a whole cycle of life. Step 6 is going to be your what. What do you want to learn and what's going to get you there? So are you going to enroll in a college or university? Are you going to find a local teacher or mentor? Are you going to learn from books? Are you going to learn from online platforms? Like, what is going to get you to your end goal? It's really rather simple. Step 7 is going to be your how. So you've already got your what. What are you going to learn? Your courses, your teachers, or any type of coursework that you've actually got. How are you going to be able to complete that coursework? Your how is going to be more of like your materials. If you're doing, for example, in art, more traditional style, you're going to need canvas, you're going to need paint, charcoal, or any physical materials. Or if you're doing something for an online platform and learning there, you're going to need a tablet or some type of way that you're going to digitally do it, and software. Step 8 is a really cool one because it's creating your own assignments. Now, as we're going to be doing coursework, we're going to run into assignments that we don't particularly like doing, but we still need to practice what the actual lesson taught us. So therefore, we need to evaluate what we're trying to do and cater it to our own style, the things that we like to do, so that we can be able to learn the topic, but to keep our creativity up, keep our happiness going. It's the example that has been told time and time again that, for example, I took piano, but all I ever did was scales or just simple, not very interesting songs. I took piano for quite a long time, but I just fell out of love with it. I hated just constantly doing scales over and over and over again. You have to learn the fundamentals, you have to learn the basics, but you also have to keep your passion for that thing alive and cultivate it and keep the creativity flowing. So I think 8 is very important because we need to create our own assignments catered to our own likes and learn and understand from lessons and bring that in and keep adapting and growing instead of just doing scales and basics and fundamentals for the rest of our life. Step 9, practice. We've all been told over and over again, practice, practice, practice. It makes the dream work. It makes everything happen. I believe that in this step, we need to practice the material that we are trying to absorb. I don't want it to go through one ear and then right out the other, and then you're on to a new topic. We need to rehearse the material. We need to make notes. We need to do something that we're going to be able to comprehend it in a way that we're able to practice the knowledge that we have, so that in a few months down the line, you don't forget everything that you learned before. A lot of college courses that I took kind of just set me up that way, where I have no idea some of the college courses that I took. It didn't really influence my knowledge base that much. It's just in one ear and out the other. But if this is something you really want to learn and you are dedicated to the learning process, you need to be able to rehearse the material in your mind. This step of practice is knowing that there's going to be sacrifices that you have to make in order for practice. But if you love learning this thing so much and you love wanting to grow and get that skill, then the practice is going to be satisfying, even though you've had to sacrifice a lot for it. Now, my step 10 is intentional practice, and I have it different from my step 9 practice because I want to be able to intentionally take the knowledge that I've rehearsed in my mind and intentionally put it into the actions into the program. Like if I'm doing art, I intentionally want to take what's being learned from the lesson and put it down on the canvas and put it down and be able to understand, oh, okay, this is what the teacher was talking about. This is the concept that I'm trying to understand. Intentional practice is not just willy-nilly drawing on a piece of paper. You're taking that information and you're applying it. That's why I think intentional practice is different than just general practice. Those are my 10 steps for going on a learning journey. Steps 1 through 7 are your research phase. You're going to be getting into the nitty-gritty, and you want to write down every detail, and you want to have that cemented so that when you get to steps 8 through 10, you have your active phase. This is your doing. This is where the actual work begins. So there is that. If you'd like to stick around on my channel, because I'll be back, I have my next video that I'm going to do. I will split this down into how it individualizes to me and my learning journey. I'll get into basically how I specifically learn, what my goals are for learning art, and how I actually spend my time, what's keeping me from learning and growing, all the little nitty bitty logistics. I'm currently picking out a course that I want to study and getting the books all ready for that, and that is coming future onto the channel. Thank you for sticking around. I will talk at you later in another video.